for KT, Hanwha Live, and Fred Brian is technically possible. But I think they were mainly looking at Afrika not making it to playoffs. However, with their win was it yesterday? Yeah. They were able to basically solidify themselves 3 wins apart now, which is just...
Yeah.
That's too many. Too many wins generally to overcome. So KT, Hanwha Live, and Fred Brian still technically possible. As you can see here, real hard. I think this is also adjusted as we see there in the bottom. If you don't like reading the terms and conditions, don't worry, we'll do that.
The fine print at the bottom.
I love reading.
We actually have it. Yeah,
it's there. So that's also taking into account the strength of schedule and whatnot. Yeah. But this is the match we're here for tonight. This one, I can't wait. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. I just kind of want to get into the League of Legends on this one. I'm like, yeah, these are nice numbers and all, but I want to see some champions. But you can see that things are just good across the board. Nongshim, one thing you might note is that, hey, they're 8th in 1 stat as the first place team. That's goal difference at 10. After that, everything really turns up, and goal difference at 10 is kind of a funny stat anyway because it's right there towards the end of the laning phase. As either way, we are going to see here the lineup from Live Sandbox hasn't changed in a long time. Effort and Prince have really come into their own down into the bottom side. Live Sandbox really used to be a top-heavy team, but not anymore by any means here, as they will be going up against Nongshim.
And Nongshim, we see it in their stats, are not really a team that is similar to what KT has done, which is win your lane and then kind of go from there. I think their laning is fine, especially Dogdom and Callan when they get their comfort picks. Gory also has been incredibly stable, been able to solo kill random people across the map. But it's more about what happens afterwards. And for that, you need control. And for control, you need your jungler to do a good job. And Peanut, after what I think was a pretty lackluster spring, has had a great summer this far.
Yeah, a pretty amazing summer. And just really gets his team ahead, and he is one of the most obvious leaders, I think, of one of the teams here in the LCK. He's always the guy keeping everybody calm. I feel like he really shapes the atmosphere of the comms as well, and of the team when they are playing. Everybody's calm, cool, collected. They stay very focused. They don't get too hyped. They don't get down on themselves, even if they do take a loss. And I think that Peanut is behind a lot of that here for this team.
Whereas for Croco, we can very clearly see that while Peanut prefers to be a little bit more farm-oriented, very aggressive in his counter-jungling as well, but not in actually killing the opponent, Croco has a role more similar to what we've seen from, for example, Klid, where right, you can get away with it, but in this scenario, the beautiful positioning from Cal. Oh, there we
wow.
go. There we go. Well, that makes it a little bit less egregious. However, Summit, though, should never attempt to go for this save. It's understandable, you know, trying to want to save your laner, but Croco is just gone. And you gotta let him be.
See the little Yordle fall from the sky while this is all happening. Poor Rumble. Damage done there. We got a trade up in the top side too. Rich gonna knock him away, but Does have his flash available again, will flash the Heartbreaker, but in goes Summit, lands the stun, and that will be the solo kill. He needed to leave like 20 seconds ago. Look at this dominance just in the face of Rinse. They didn't even need that, but just to make sure. And that's going to be the turret most likely going down with 3 guys up here, the Rift Herald available. Let's just take the Baron.
Yeah, the setup is actually pretty good. It goes down relatively quickly, and if you get a Gory for this, you're completely fine.
Gory's like, I'll distract him.
They know.
They know now. Is it on time, though? I think it is. Kroko's here in position. The equalizer, though, is not, as the stun comes down out of range, and that's going to be the Baron for 1. And it's the Braum. It's not even the Akali. That is a big win for Nongshim. But if it ever goes in their favor, it's going to be pretty nice for him on the flank, as trying to zone them away now with the equalizer is going to be good, as now Gory trying to start the fight, trying to frontline here, but this Renekton is pretty huge. The stopwatch helping out as well. Summit coming in from behind, but they're not looking for the fight. This is going to go the way of Nongshim now, as Jace comes in, picks up a double kill, nearly able to land that Shuriken as well. And that's what Nongshim are so good at. They kite back and they take kills, and the Baron is available as well, even though Live Sandbox did take the Mountain Drake.
And that's the big thing, is can Sandbox now stop the Baron? It's a really nice takedown on the Crab, which means they will have a lot more vision available. And Kroko's Equalizer is almost available yet again, because why not? No Mountain Drakes, don't even need them. Your cooldown is so short that you're going to use it in basically every fight. Because if you give up the Baron here, obviously not the greatest trade, just for soul point, but it is an important catch there. If, and that's a big if, they can stop them from actually taking this Baron.
Okay, they're able to get some vision now. The Equalizer's down again. And they're really relying on Prince to do the heavy-duty poking here. Only Kellen's going to get in there, and there's the root, and here is the turn. 2 of them immediately go down. As now we're looking for more. Kroko has to flash, but you're not getting away from Gory's Akali as the Baron goes down, and so will Kroko. And Nongshim take a giant leap in the lead in this game.
And it's an understandable attempt from Liv Sandbox there to try and get them off of that Baron. But unfortunately for them, Nongshim are more than ready. We talk about the ultimate that is available for Kroko, that's fine, but so is Docked Arms, and with that lockdown, it is a free pickup there for Gory, who is 3 items deep on the Kali and has more damage than he reasonably should know what to do with.
We're just killing effort here. He's going to get caught out. And you know what? I mean, they could potentially look to push it with the Baron buff, but they're not even going to take the chance with so many death timers coming up right now. They'll just take the inhibitor, and that's good enough for them.
Nongshim is such an interesting team, because it feels like it's a very slow game, and they went from taking no kills basically the entire game to winning back-to-back fights. And yes, the pickup here is nice, and I understand their instinct to go in here, but with all the stopwatches available and the immediate exhaust that comes down on Summit, he can't really get anything done. And the ultimate from effort isn't available there, right? He used it at the very end basically to try and kite away, and that's so unfortunate, because if that's not the case, they might be fine, as Prince getting caught here is the real kick, because look at how much damage he does at Kellen the moment the Unbreakable is down. As wow, Docked Arm, that is a beautiful ultimate.
Max
although
range.
Picture in picture, some action going on there.
Yeah, does look like nobody did actually go down, but they're trying to hold on to their turret now. And this is rough. We talked about Varus Jace from ahead. Effort, he's playing Leona. He wants to press his buttons. He wants to press his R and go in on somebody, but he hasn't really been able to do so much this game. As Gory on the Akali, he's just going 1v3 casually. He still has his Shroud up here, as now the entire team is just going to rotate over. That's a perfect shock blast onto Prince, and I think this game is about to end, Chronicler.
Yeah, Bina has flash available as well, can go really deep on Prince if he tries to go for a Hail Mary play. Summit just needs to go out defensively there, nothing that he can actually do, and with the gold lead now, 10k just so cleanly played out from Nongshim. Don't think they can even clear the wave. If they want to go for this, they can.
Oh boy, they're really struggling with this one, as now we get the engage on the Summit. He's gonna go down. Fate as well will meet the same fate, and Prince and Kroko, they just need to back away unless they die. The Nexus goes down at 34 minutes, as that was a clean win.